What's good, family? YouTube family, back at it again with another video. I just got up a little while ago. I'm a little bit out of breath right now. I don't know why, but I am. And I woke up last night out of my sleep to see another hashtag about another black man being killed. And at this point in time, I'm beyond exhausted. I thought that if I could go back to my normal schedule of programming, putting out videos every day talking about the journey of manhood, that maybe normalize everything and stabilize everything. And I believe that there's still an avenue for not only this week but next week to continue to do these videos. Because if this continue to happen, we still have brothers that's still gonna be alive, and they're still gonna go through difficult times through their journey of manhood. And a lot of times that I need to be a little bit more sensitive, that maybe even we need to kind of talk about the physical, spiritual, and mental end when we're going through a situation like this week. So I definitely think I'm going to take a different approach in making these videos. But anyway, not to waste a minute of time talking about that, I want to talk about when you encounter the police, what to do, how to survive an encounter with the police. It's crazy that I'm doing a video like this, but I think this video is much needed. If you go Google how to survive an encounter with the police, you're gonna see all type of people, young heads, old heads, all talking about, yes sir, no ma'am, all this kind of stuff. But how do we not know that Mr. Philando or Mr. Alton did not say yes sir, no ma'am, and so forth and so on? We don't know. So I'm gonna logically give you strategies on how to survive an encounter with the police and what you need to do. That involves a whole different end from just a yes sir, no ma'am, be respectful, don't be this and that and that. Because at a certain time and place, I don't even know if yes sir, no ma'am had even helped the situation. Because the brother was pulling out his wallet, he got shot. This man put up his hand and said, I don't even know what I did. Mr. Ed Gardner, he was selling cigarettes, trying to provide for his family. Then Mr. Alton Sterling, again selling CDs, trying to provide for his family. Did not even fight with him. As you can see clearly in the video, they had his left arm pinned and his right arm pinned. He reached for no weapon, but they still shot and killed him. So I'm going to show you encounters on what to do, on how to do it the best way possible to survive an encounter with the police. If you watch my videos, you know I'll talk about the white chest and the black chest, and how only way the black chest win is excellent defensive strategy. That the black chest will already set up to lose in the game of chess. This is chess, not checkers. So I'm going to give you strategies as a black chess, how to at least win or come up with a draw, or at least walk away from the situation still with your body and still alive. Number one thing I would tell you to survive an encounter with the police: don't have any encounters with the police. You may say, what? How? Okay, this is how. If you watch my last video, you hear I talked about the express oil change, the left turn signal, right turn signal, high beam, low beam, brake light, reverse, honk your horn. When you go to express oil change, you get your car oil change. Usually I do it myself, but if there's a time and place where you're going to go get your oil change, you have to do left turn signal and right turn signal. You have to do all these things to ensure that this is just their policy and make sure that you're in check, that all your fluid levels are in check. So I want you to do this every single morning that you get up. This is stupid that you have to do this, but I told you excellent defensive strategies that would help you win the game because you were already set to lose in the first place. The number one thing you have to do, get up in the morning, whether it be with your mother, whether it be with your brother, your sister, your girlfriend, your baby mama, your whoever, your cousin, if you're close with your neighbor, your best friend. If you got a best friend, they can be used more than just to be on Snapchat with you. You can get them up every morning and say, hey, left turn signal, right turn signal, check my lights and check my everything, and I'll look at yours as well. So when we go out here, we not get pulled over for a busted tail light. We not get pulled over for not having any lights on. That's the number one thing you need to do. Number one thing you need to do, plan where you're going. At this point in time, we cannot have the luxury of cruising around town and being comfortable in the summertime. I remember I listened to Will Smith's song called Summertime, and he was talking about just cruising down the street. You can't cruise no more. You got to be very strategic in the neighborhoods that you go to. 9 to 10, if you live in a city and a state long enough, you know what cities have the most, I wouldn't say liberal cops, but have the most coolest cops. And you know the cities that have a issue with hiring, have an issue with diverse hiring. Let's put it like that. if we want to put it in our politically correct terms. We know the cities that have a problem in hiring diversity in their police department. So you know the certain places and certain cities to stay out of, and certain areas and at certain times when you stay out of. Just like how you say, okay, your mother used to tell you be in the house when the street lights came on because she didn't want you out there at night because she knew what was out there at night, whether that be in our own communities or not. It's the same thing that go here. If you're gonna be out at night, pick the certain cities that you can be in. Know where you can be at and where you can't be at. Number 3, always have a plan. If you do get pulled over by the police, do not be flustered. Put your hands on the wheel the whole entire time. Do not move. If you saying that you feel that any way that your life is in danger, don't move. Let them drag you out the car. Put your hands on the steering wheel and say, sir, honestly, I don't want to move because I know what is happening. And call it out. Say, I know what's happening in these cities. So personally, I don't want to move. So if you want to open up the door, you'll open up my door. I have my hands on the wheel, and you can get me out the car, and you can get my wallet out and stuff. But I don't feel comfortable moving, not resisting, not doing anything. And how I'm gonna get you to back it up? You're gonna need a body camera, and you're gonna need a dashboard cam. And what those two things are, a dashboard camera is something that protects you in the street to make sure you don't get into no accident. Every black person needs a dash cam in their car. 2, there's a scene on TV. You know the infomercial that always come on as seen on TV. They even have a camera that you can record yourself while you're driving, and they say you can make funny YouTube videos. You do this, but you need to record yourself on video so that if you ever have an encounter with the police, it will all be on record. It'll all be recorded, and you can already have it saved. So no matter what the outcome is of the situation, whether it be a pleasant encounter or whether it be a bad encounter, it's already on camera. Then you need to go talk to legislators. Go right to Google. Google has some things called some Google Glasses. If we can go spend $400 on tennis shoes, we can go spend $1,500 and go get some Google Glasses at this point. It sounds extreme, but it's dead right. It's dead true. Wear those Google Glasses, and every time you encounter them, make sure those Google Glasses are on your face so that not only are you recording the incident, but you're making sure that you back everything up factually. Go look it up. Google Glasses. Google did not want to make those things to the public, but I'm not trying to be funny now. I'm all for privacy. I don't like any privacy. I only like showing my face. That's why I do this thing on YouTube like this, but I'm not trying to be funny. It's like we getting just that extreme where we have to almost put surveillance on our own selves and have no privacy amongst our own selves because this is happening. Number 5, number 6, whatever it may be, the number 1 important tip that I can tell you is do not have your ID and your driver's registration in your wallet. You're going to say, what? Well, how? Okay, let me tell you this. The brother, they said she shot him and killed him because he reached for his wallet in the back pocket. That's the easiest excuse in the textbook that anybody can use to say, well, oh, and that can not only just be for law enforcement, that can be for anybody. Well, I shot him because he reached in his back pocket. It reminded me of the movie Crash, I think, where the officer shot Lorenzo Tate. He did not know that the guy, I don't think, was a police officer. He just needed a pickup rider. Terrence Howard, Thandie Newton, Lorenzo Tate, and just a bunch of actors inside of it. And Lorenzo Tate asked for a straight ride. And the dude shot Lorenzo Tate because he thought he was reaching for a gun. Lorenzo Tate was just reaching for the same little toy that he had, a childhood toy that the guy who picked him up had. And that's all he was doing. And he shot him. So what you need to do is don't have anything in your back pockets no more. Don't have nothing in your front pocket. Don't have anything in it. What you need to do is, and I'm just unzipping my jacket to show you what you need to get. You know, when you go to work or when you go to school, you know, they usually tell you to have a name badge holder. And you know, they not only have the one that you can clip on to your shirt, they have the necklace kind where you can insert your card. You can insert your like employee ID inside the card and hang it around your neck. So what you need to do is this: instead of having your wallet, instead of having your license inside your wallet, buy a identification card holder around your necklace and put your license inside there. And if you're a private person like me, you don't want just random people while you're in the store looking at your address, looking at your license picture. You can wear your necklace and then tuck it inside your jacket and zip your jacket up. Or if you're just wearing a simple shirt, you can put it up under there, like how people tuck their cross up under their shirt. You know how they do? Like the old mobster movies where they used to tuck the cross or their rosary up under their shirt. You can do that and say, officer, I have a name tag on, I have a whatever tag, and my license inside here. And the only thing you gotta do instead of reaching in your back pocket, only thing you gotta do is go from your neck right here. Don't wear nothing with no thick collar like this. Wear your jacket like this, or you can just wear a regular shirt. And the only thing you gotta do is just pull open your thing, and that's your license right there. Say, officer, here it is right here, and take it off your head and pass it to him, and put your hands right back on the steering wheel. I thought that was really very clever. Maybe it sounds crazy, but it's extreme times go to extreme measures. After that, what you need to do is this. Um, like I said again, just guard yourself at all times. Make sure that everything you're doing is correct. Keep your record as clean as possible, because they're gonna try to dirty your record up as much as possible. Don't even try so much as to get a ticket, because they're gonna try to do everything they can to try to slander your name. That's the media wise, and try to make you out to be some kind of monster or whatever. So try to do all you can to keep your record clean. After that, like I said again, there's some other countermeasures. If you want to just take it to extreme, I was joking. Like I said again, if you've seen the re-uploaded version of my video, I told you about the mud and about the Republican sticker on the back of the car. I mean, at this point in time, if it's getting like this, is it that crazy? Then you need to take some other steps. And I guess the Republican sticker on the back of the car, I don't know how much that helped, but I don't know. But that's just all those are just ideas. At this point in time, I'm not trying to offend anybody. Like I said again, I'm trying to be Mr. Politically correct. But a lot of times you can't be politically correct. At this point in time, with things going on the way they do, and not only does this help us, this helps the police, because at the same time, if they're saying, okay, that we're supposed to be just the biggest threat to society and we're the menace, and nobody even wants us to reach in our back pocket no more, we're alleviating everybody of that. And we can just start doing like that. It's shameful that the black man got to do this in America, but we're supposed to be the biggest threat in America. We don't do no shootings, no mass nothing. We don't blow nobody up. We not with no organizations for real. We kind of rock with our own. I mean, it's getting so much now that the Bloods and Crips are uniting, not to fight the folks who overtaking them in L.A., but the Bloods and Crips getting together to say, let's put down the violence on our own community, and we're gonna be out here as men trying to protect our wife, our children, our family, and whatever differences we got aside, whoever the homie don't like, whoever, whatever, we not even worried about that no more, because we united. Because united we stand, divided we fall. So the Crips and Bloods are even united. So we're taking extreme measures as black men in this society in 2016. Unfortunately, whatever we got to do just to stay alive in America, that we are becoming an almost endangered species, and that's shameful. But these are all the things you can do on top of the yes sir, no ma'am. Because like I said again, I don't know how much I help. But do that, of course. Like I said again, not selling out. You're just trying to make sure that you get back to your family. That's it. So yeah, on top of the respect thing, constantly follow those steps. The oil change, left turn, right turn signal. Buy you something to put your ID around your neck so you can just get it out there easily. When you have your registration, don't put your registration inside the glove department. Put your registration inside the sun visor. So you say, sir, my registration is on the sun visor. I'm gonna have my hands on the wheel. You can grab my registration off the sun visor. As you can see, it's some bobby pins, or not bobby pins, but some pins that are holding together, or like some rubber bands or anything you can put there. And I say, sir, you can see the paperwork, and keep the tip of the paperwork, like if it's a white piece of paper, a pink piece of paper, keep the tip of the paperwork sticking outside the visor a little bit, or whatever you call that thing that you pull down. You can look at the mirror and look at yourself while you're driving. Say, sir, here goes the tip right there, the pink piece of paper, the orange piece of paper, the blue piece of paper. You can see it right there. That's my registration. I got my hands on the wheel. I'm not touching anything. And constantly, as we speak right now, this recording is on the cloud. Oh, you ain't got to say all that, but just say, as we speak right now, I'm doing all that I can to keep myself safe and to keep you safe as well. And that's it. And like I said again, this is not me just like, oh, right. And I'm not coming with anything. I'm coming straight up with how can we stay alive when we encounter situations. And I did the video on if she has a boyfriend, if she says she has a boyfriend. Well, I told you, there's a lot of mess that goes on if you try to talk to a girl in this society, because so-and-so ain't the way it is. I've done several videos. In my book, I told you, I said don't wear certain colors inside certain neighborhoods if you don't know exactly where you're going. I've told you all the steps that you need to take, all the steps that you need to take to try to keep yourself safe in any mind frame or any state of being, or any city or any area, or when you encounter any particular person. So this is not a video talking about this me just woo woo woo. This is a video that I'm trying to give you yet again some life-saving tips that as you go through the journey of manhood, and as you complete the journey of manhood, you will stay alive to at least see your grandchildren. You gotta understand the average U.S. man lived to be 72. 1/4 of our life is already taken. Mr. Sterling and Mr. Philando only got to live half of their lifetime, and the rest of their life was snuffed out. And that's unfortunate. That's shameful, and it's disgusting beyond relief. But that's my video on how to survive an encounter with the police. Be respectful, be mindful, be all that kind of stuff. Be aware, but be intelligent. Because remember, the black chest was set to lose. But excellent defensive strategy, at the very least, may not automatically guarantee them to win, but it'll put them in better position to at least get a draw, a tie, or a checkmate. If you want to win at life, you have to follow these tips, these steps, these guidelines, and we have to feed up on each other about knowledge and ideas. Well, if you have some better ideas, definitely put them in the comment below. I definitely love to hear from you. If you have any better ideas, definitely, I'll give you credit for them. I give you a shout out. I follow you on Twitter, whatever it is. If you definitely got some more ideas, I definitely love to hear them. But this has been the Brown Brother. As always, peace and many blessings. Stay safe. Remember to put family and God first.